how do you think real estate has reshaped your life generally?
Honestly, I joined real estate in January 2023,
Okay.
and I can say for a fact that real estate has really changed my life
Wow.
tremendously.
Hmm.
Like my life before real estate and my life after real estate. I mean, it's been awesome. So, yeah.
Welcome to Property Pulse, a show where we dive into the smartest way to create wealth and secure your financial freedom. My name is Clement Ifeanyi, and
Emma Oru of Lux Homes and Plots.
so today we're going to be talking about one of the most tried and true investment strategies, real estate. Why is real estate such a powerful tool when it comes to investment? Why is it different from every kind of investment, like cryptocurrency, like forex, and the likes? Now, how do you get started even when you don't have the tons of money? Don't worry, just stick around because we're going to break it down step by step today. So, Miss Emma, I still want to say welcome again to
Thank you.
Property Pulse. So, let's start with the first question.
Okay.
Why do you think real estate still remains the smartest kind of investment?
All right. Unlike stocks, bonds, CBEX, every other investment in the world, real estate still remains one of the most tangible assets in the world. It's been proven over the years. I mean, you can feel it, you can see it, you can sense it, you can touch it, you can hold it anytime, any day. We can tell from let's just take a look at Chevron. Many years back, Chevron was selling for 7 million, 8 million. If we talk about appreciation value in real estate, and today a plot in Chevron, you should be holding nothing less than 100 million or 150 million. So real estate still remains for not just, I mean, I'm speaking on behalf of everybody. It still remains the best investment in town because even 20 years after now, it will still be there. It's something you can will to your children, generations to come. It doesn't move, it doesn't shake. It's so solid
Okay,
and
let,
it's
let, me, let,
strong.
me, let me come in quickly. What
Yeah.
about a situation whereby, most times, most people are kind of scared of location. Maybe I could remember growing up, I grew up
Yeah.
on the mainland.
Okay.
So I knew what we used to come around to this axis to do was to visit Babbage and the likes.
I
You
remember
understand?
it.
So this was many years back.
I,
So my coming back to Lagos after school and everything, I noticed this axis is opened up. And funny enough, this is where I prefer to live today. You understand? Now, what do you think would have happened if those that actually invested in this location did not invest,
I think,
considering the distance from the mainland?
yeah, I think they'll be in so much regret.
Well,
They
because
would,
I know somebody like, okay, let the cat loose from the bag. Somebody like my father never had the mind of coming to this axis to invest, because if he had confided in somebody like me that he wants to invest in this axis, personally I would tell him no, because of the distance. It's more or less like I'm traveling to my village from the
yeah,
mainland.
yeah.
So but come look at what is happening in this axis. So those are actually invested in places like Chevron, like you mentioned, are actually reaping the fruit of
Honestly,
their, not considering the
of
distance, not
course,
considering
of
anything, but
course,
just putting in their money.
of course.
So you feel real estate still remains the smartest kind of investment, even when you are not seeing. It's more or less like you're buying into what you are not seeing the present, but you're looking at the future.
Honestly, that's what we're saying. I told the person, I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to put my money into any other investment other than real estate investment.
Mm.
If I'm not doing the long-term real estate investments, I'll fall into the short term.
So okay, that
Buy,
that, that okay
yes,
that means
because
real
it's
estate we have
safe.
we have both the short term and the long term, because
Yes,
most people don't want to put in their money into something that they're going to be waiting for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years before they start reaping something.
of
So
course.
you want to tell me now that we have a short term form of investment in real estate.
Options.
So can you actually break that down for people that want to invest. Like we have a lot of youth out there that they have some
Yeah.
millions somewhere. They don't just want to invest their money into anything, and they don't want to buy into properties that they have to wait for years. You understand? What do you think? How do you think you can break down the short term real estate investment
Okay.
for people to understand better?
Again, quote me, real estate is still the best form of investment.
Okay.
And we talked about the long term just now and the short term real estate investment,
Yes.
right? I normally tell clients, right? And I tell them that, look, if you allow me to advise you,
Okay.
I'll always tell you to go for the long term because the long term makes you to see beyond now.
Okay.
You mentioned a story about your dad and you coming, to the island and
Yeah.
all. A lot of persons who didn't buy into Lekki, Chevron, Shangotedo, Majek, down to Ibejuleki years back were those who did not see today. Do you get? They didn't see what this place was going to look like. So I tell people that it's going to take a lot from you. You have to be able to see beyond today. Okay, picture 10 years from now and then say, okay, I would wait because it takes the waiting. You have
Yes.
to wait.
Yes. Yes.
But if you're so much in
Yes.
a hurry to say, I don't want to do long term, I can't, Emma, I need now, Ozugo, now, money, now, then I can now tell you that, see, up into the short term real estate investment, it's also safe. We have good and genuine real estate companies who do short-term real estate investment. Those ones you can monitor them. You can always visit the company to check. But for me, I would say other investment you can't track them. They're just people that come online, create a platform, and you're throwing your money into those places. You don't know who is controlling it, and then the next thing you see that it has crashed, and then you're crying.
That's really crazy. That's really crazy
You're
because
crying.
when it comes to investment, I think I've done some kind of investment in my life, and
Okay.
that have failed me. That is
Yeah.
why when most people come to me, tell me about the particular investment,
I
define, come and
don't.
invest in this, come and invest in that. The only thing I tell them I'm not interested.
I'm not.
I just bluntly tell them I am not interested because I've
Simple.
lots of money. But don't you think real estate also people lost money in real estate? How can one cope those kind of situations?
Yes, we can't rule away the fact that people lose money in real estate.
Yes,
And for anyone who has lost money in real estate, we're sorry about that. But I'm just going to say this simple statement,
yes,
right? I know that a lot of person would like to invest in real
yes,
estate,
yes.
but there's this doubt, there's this
The
fear
fear,
because of
yes.
the stories that they've seen online. But I always
Not
say
just say. Most of the times,
it has
close
happened.
allies.
But
You
I'll
understand me?
always say this:
Yes.
if you go to a particular bank and you
Yeah.
don't like the way they treat you in that bank,
Yeah.
will you stop banking?
Hmm. Hmm.
You're either going to pull out all your money and you switch to another bank. It's the same thing with our network provider.
Yeah.
You understand? People switch from
A to
permit me to
B.
A to B, B
Yes.
to C,
Yes.
C to D, like because they don't like the how do I put it now? They
The
don't the
services.
service that they're getting
Yes.
back. So the thing about real estate is there will always be genuine developers. All eggs cannot be rotten in a basket.
Mm-hmm.
There'll always be genuine developers. There'll always be genuine real estate brokers. There'll always be genuine real estate consultants. So the simple thing I always say is try to find them. And when you
Hmm.
find them and they're walking through
Hmm.
you through the journey and trying to help you to invest, don't hold back. Do you understand? Don't hold back. Don't say that because this has happened to me. I'm not going to take another bold step. You'll be doing yourself a great harm. In life, we will all lose at some point.
Yes.
But those losses also transform us into a huge gain.
Okay, you made mention of people having a real estate consultant that can walk them through
Yeah.
the journey of investing to risk. I think one of the problem most people have is the fact that they want to do things themselves.
Yeah.
You understand? Forgetting that you don't have all the time to do this. Now we have the realtors out there to guide you. They know these people. They know them, they know their companies, they know what they sell, they know
Yeah.
what they're capable
Yeah.
of delivering.
Yeah.
So I think still going through realtors still remains the best. You understand me? So investors should consider going through realtors to for
100%.
their investors. Because most of the
100.
people that have actually invested and lost money, if you check the track
A
record,
lot
you
of
notice that
them.
most of them actually went through maybe their family members because they want their family members to get commission because I know they pay agency fee
Yeah.
and the likes. You understand me? So why not look for a genuine realtor? Go through a genuine agent and get yourself the right property.
So I have a client that reached out to me and
Okay.
said he wanted to buy a property, and but he had fears. So I was
Okay.
like, sir, why do you have these fears? And he said, okay, years back they bought some land, and all of a sudden some other persons came and said it's our land. They ended up in court. The matter got very worse, and before they left the country, he had to just tell his wife that, honey, see, let's just let this go. So, but I was still encouraging him to say, sir, don't let that, you can still let that discourage you from buying. He was still withholding himself
Yeah.
from buying this property. And the next time we talked again, I just thought to myself, why not ask him, how did you get this
Where he
particular?
bought it from, the people he bought the property from.
And to my surprise,
Yeah.
he said, Omonile. I just said, sir, I'm sorry. Do you understand? I now get it. I get the reason why you experience
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
that happened to
Exactly.
you, and then I
Exactly.
started encouraging him again. That see, the thing is, those people,
They don't care about you.
those people,
You're
after
their
as they are selling to you, they are
yes.
selling to another person.
The,
They are selling to another
the
person.
most funny part of it is that they are your best friends
Yes,
until you make payment.
until you make payments.
Immediately you
So,
make payment, they become tyrants. Majority of them,
so
not all, as a matter of fact, though, not all
not
of them.
all. So the truth is, with the fact that yes, some persons have done it
Mm.
wrongly, we also cannot dispute the fact that some persons have also done it the right
Because
way.
the truth is that if everybody had been doing it wrongly, there will be no
There will
development
be no
anyway. Nobody will
development.
be talking about real
Nobody will
estate
be talking about
anymore. You
real
understand?
estate.
That means most people that are actually following the right channel to purchase their property have their property to their name.
See, don't get it wrong anywhere.
Yes.
Do not let anybody deceive you.
Yeah.
I wish I had more time to share you. My uncle just came into Nigeria
Yes.
last month,
Okay.
and we went for a wedding,
Yeah.
and then the Monday after the Saturday,
Yeah.
I had to sit with my uncle.
Mhm.
He's a big, because I've been wondering, uncle, how do you spend
Yes.
this money you spend?
Yes.
He's a big time real estate investor.
Wow.
He said to me, Emma, I cannot do any other. I can do some petty, small
Investment.
investment, but
Yes.
I can't.
Mm.
If I tell you how many properties he has, let's not go into. But after leaving him that day,
Yeah.
I had to tell myself that, man, girl, you have to step up your own game. Because he
Exactly.
said to me, he was
Mm.
like, I hope that you're not just selling and encouraging people to sell. I hope you're also buying.
Buying.
He was
Yes.
encouraging me to go as far as
Mm.
buying
Mm.
acres in hectares.
Mm.
Because today, some of what he is reaping
Yeah.
is the real estate investment he took years back.
Mm.
Some houses he bought real estate. It's
No,
my
I
it's
can
my
see,
life.
I can see
It's
the
my
smile.
life.
I
It's
can
my
see the
life.
smile all over your face. I can see the
Like
smile all over your
there's
face.
nothing
So,
anybody would
so it's
tell
more or
me.
less like you're investing into what you're seeing.
Yes.
I tell people when it comes to investment, the only kind of investment you can pitch to me is an investment that I can touch.
I
You
can
understand?
see it
I
with
can
my
see
eyes,
what
with
you,
my two
what I'm
eyes.
paying for. Do you understand? It's not
Yeah.
less like going to the market to buy foodstuff, and then I get to the market, I pay the woman selling the
Yeah.
foodstuffs. After paying, she tells me bye bye. That's
Simple.
what some kind of investment
Simple.
is.
Yeah.
You pay
Simple.
for what you can't hold, you pay for what you
You
can't
can.
see.
Simple.
Real estate still remains the best kind of investment. If you ask me, real estate still remains the best kind of investment. Like I used to talk, I tell most of my friends, I say most times, most of them like, you find you always, I say, what I do is that I plan my today, yesterday. And most of those plans
Simple.
boils down to real estate.
Simple.
I put 90% of my funds into real estate.
Simple.
Most of the times I do the short term and I also do the long term. The long term, I know I'm not going to reap that now. You understand? But I see my money grow. That's the most important and interesting part of it. The growth this time around we're looking at is not okay. This person pays, and because this person pays, you're no. You're looking at the development in a particular location. And you know when development comes into a
Yes.
particular area, automatically every product in that area, talking about real estate this time around, skyrockets. That is the growth we're talking about. We're seeing the physical growth on your money. Imagine those are you're talking about Chevron. You're talking about Chevron. Now consider
Chevron is just a list, though. We
okay,
can name
okay.
places.
Let's look at the Ibejuleki axis. There was time
Just
Ibejuleki was selling for 1 million naira, 500,000 naira,
800.
800,000 naira. There's a property I went to check out as a realtor, right? I went to check out this property some days ago with one of our companies, and like 25 million naira for 500 square meters. And some years back, same location was selling for 800,000 naira, 1 million naira. That means for every one person that actually invested into that product, into the product, what they call it, land in that area, years back. So you can imagine, let's assume you bought property there for 1 million naira, let's say 4, 5, 6 years ago. That means you're already looking at 25 million naira for 500 square meters. Now, can't imagine yourself buying 1,000 square meters. That means you're looking at 50 million naira at against 1.6 million naira. Because if it's 800,000 naira, that means you're buying 2 plots, right? You understand? Which is 500, 500. So I think we call it tangible asset. Tangible asset, because this is what you can see.
I
this
said
is
you
what
can hold, you can touch, you can feel.
You can wake up.
You can hold
like
it.
I was talking to a friend. I said my property. I have some properties in Ekpe. I have some in Ibeju. Like I was like, okay, there's this particular one. When they told me the price of the product, I just told my friend, I said, to get to a particular stage in my life, I'll just go to a furniture, build me a chair, a rocker, so that in the morning I'll just put in my car, drive down to my land. I'll sit down and I rock my chair because I know how
that
much.
feeling.
I know how much. Do you understand?
I know that
so
feeling.
I imagine youths especially. I see them investing their money into this quick fix kind of investment. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I think real estate is what people should still consider. Whether you have lost money in the past does not mean you will continue to lose money. All you need to retrace, think, where did you invest? How did you invest? Who did you invest through? Then look for a renowned or probably a professional that can
seasoned real estate, seasoned broker, investor. And do the right.
Seasoned realtor. Do you understand? Yes. They can help you get the best kind of deal, and then you see your money grow.
On this chapter of the real estate is the best. I'm going to just end by saying this.
Yes.
You see, while we are here on earth, every one of us, everybody wants to transition from one position to another position.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to sleep under the bridge. Once they increase your salary in where you're working and all, you want to move from a good apartment to a better apartment.
Exactly.
From a better apartment to the best apartment. So this is what I tell people, right? I tell people that when it gets to 1 year, and your landlady, your landlord comes to you, see, she doesn't or he doesn't care whether you have that money or not. You definitely go and source out that money to pay your landlord and to pay your landlady. Which brings me to the point to say that you're paying someone for a decision they took 10 years ago. So the question I'm going to be asking you is, when are they going to be paying you for a decision you should be taking today? Real estate never dies.
Wow, that's profound. So if you're still thinking of the kind of investment you put your money into, I think real estate still remains the smartest form of investment. If you like what we did today on Property Pulse, all you need to please don't forget to like and forget to comment on this video. Share this video for as many people that are still doubting real estate. We're open for more questions. See ya. Bye-bye for now.